First, 1 week after Tropical Storm Isaias, and frustration is spilling over.
That certainly is way in excess of what he deserves based on what we've seen in the last 8 days. My view is he should resign. He's making way too much.
Calls continue for the head of Eversource to step down. Tonight, more than 17,000 Eversource customers are still without power. United Illuminating down to 52 outages. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dennis House. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Courtney Zeller is following today's development. She's live in West Hartford now with our coverage there. Courtney?
Hi, Dennis. Well, we talked to Senator Richard Blumenthal today, and he says he wants customers to get reimbursed for food they lost during this storm, and he wants Eversource to pick up the tab. Plus, he says the CEO should resign. Even after a week that a tropical storm ripped through many Connecticut communities, taking down trees and power lines, some homeowners are still without power. Now, Senator Richard Blumenthal wants customers to be reimbursed for what they've lost in the refrigerator.
They've lost food that was perishable, which they had to discard. Businesses have been closed and lost merchandise and sales. So the results of this company's incompetence have been far-reaching, especially at a time of pandemic and economic and healthcare crisis.
Some lawmakers and residents think Eversource wasn't prepared for the storm, but the company disagrees as they continue to restore power. Blumenthal wants Eversource's CEO, James Judge, to resign.
He has been invisible. He should have been front and center, facing the public, answering questions, holding himself accountable. Nowhere to be seen.
He says his salary is almost $20 million. The company has been heavily criticized this summer. In early July, Eversource was approved for a rate increase by PURA. 29 days later, that increase was suspended by PURA due to a pending investigation. While we haven't heard from the CEO even after our requests, other Eversource officials have addressed the media during news conferences. Eversource took to their website saying, "We remain committed to this massive restoration and expect all 149 communities we serve to be substantially complete by midnight." Here's what they had to say on calls for the CEO's resignation.
I'm focused on the storm. Like I say, there'll be after-action reports, there'll be meetings, there'll be hearings. Those types of things will really be addressed there.
And Blumenthal also mentions Eversource and United Illuminating. Both companies should be reviewed very closely. We're live at the mobile newsroom. Courtney Zeller, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Courtney, thank you. We've heard from many of you who want answers from Eversource CEO James Judge, and we do too. We've asked Eversource repeatedly for an interview with Judge. I have personally, either live or recorded, and I've also asked him to come on Face the State. He can have as much time as he wants. Every time we've asked Eversource, they have declined to make Judge available, instead pointing us back to the spokesperson you just saw, Craig Hallstrom, whom you've heard from in all of these media briefings so far. Here are a few things we learned about the background of James Judge. We know his salary is $19.8 million every year. According to the Energy and Policy Institute, that makes him the third highest paid utility CEO in the country. He's been the CEO of Eversource since 2016. He previously served in senior leadership roles at NSTAR Electric, Western Massachusetts Electric, Yankee Gas, and Public Service Company of New Hampshire.